So our initial road test went pretty good on this car, with the exception of almost losing the front windshield. It doesn't have the correct stuff in. The owner knew about this. We were not really concentrating on it because we had bigger things to deal with, but yeah, when we got back, we noticed that the windshield was getting ready to leave.
Oh my God, look at that light. Oh.
So
Cool.
we're going to try and video it this time, for real. So they couldn't get the trim in, so handy dandy piece of rubber cording, which did nothing. The trim is what's supposed to lock the seal into the car. But still, we're not going to try and reuse this. Looks like it's got torn in a couple of places.
Is there something in there?
Nope.
No, in the slot.
Nope.
Take a look. It's blue glass instead of green glass. That's what it looks like on the camera. Look how blue it looks.
Yeah, it's an aftermarket piece of glass.
Today we are going to do another windshield in this Turbo 930. And we are trying two seals. An OE seal and a genuine seal. It is such a battle to do a windshield that we don't need to fight the seals. So we're going to see which one's best. So first I'm going to clean off the window rim with some cleaner wax. Here's before. I'm going to clean the edge of the glass. Here's before. One thing I noticed straight up is that between the two seals is one weighs more than the other. The OE is a pound lighter than the genuine. Now we're going to do a durometer test.
Okay, non-genuine seal durometer reading 58. Let's do it. Where it settles. Say a Shore A of 57. Genuine reading of Shore A of 64. So definitely a harder seal. Seal that came out of it. Shore A reading of 62. So this may have been an original seal. Let's get it on the front face. Definitely acting like the original seal. 64A. Okay, put that camera down and hold that other end, stop it from coming off. And look at that.
Floppy. Yeah, seems a little extra up here too.
No, it's like there's a hollow in the glass there.
So the seal's on the glass, and now the trim, doing some pre-shaping of the trim to get it closer before we put it into the seal.
Okay, so the first thing I did was put the factory seal onto the glass and hated it. Didn't fit very well at all. These top corners were not defined at all. You could kind of see a bottom corner definition, but all that was happening was at our top corners, particularly on this side, is it tended to just want to peel off the glass. So if I can't get it to sit on the glass correctly before I even try and put it in, I'm wasting my time trying to fight it in. It'll never fit right.
Okay, the first part of getting this to work at best you can is our spacing here. So you want these at 10 millimeters starting at the bottom. And then hopefully, if everything works out, you should be 10 millimeters at the top, which we are. Now, we screwed around trying to get a center. Getting a center on a piece of glass is really, really hard. Can't guarantee the mirror was ever centered. This piece of glass is not the greatest. It's aftermarket. It's got waves all through it, especially along the ceiling edges. But this is as best as we could get it. So I started 5 millimeters off, worked my way around. And then these, lots of soap to install. And then it's a constant, I kind of let it sit for a minute. And when I pull up, I want to feel that seal, like right there, it just clicked in a little bit more. Now here, this corner still does not look great to me, but it's kind of a catch-22. That soap will make it slippery enough to where the molding is going to want to hop out. Now, one of the other issues that we ran in here is, here's the seam where they've glued the windshield seal together. It's off here. We tried, it's off by 35 millimeters, off center. But the bends in the seal, if I pulled the seal that way to center that piece, couldn't do it. It would just, this one would look great and that one looked like a soggy old sock. So I don't really care if this is off center. You're not really going to notice it. We can buff it a little bit once it's in. More what I'm concerned about is my corners are nice, because these are going to be the parts that are going to fight you on the car, is getting these corners to seal. They always have issues with this sealing lip here. So right now I'm going to let this sit and come back to it in a little bit. I do have my sliders in. Now these, Porsche is getting really crappy with their manufacturer. This is genuine Porsche, this is genuine Porsche. This, I've got 30 minutes just in messing around with these parts to make them fit, which I understand adjusting to fit particular installations, but this is a simple sliding part that you should be able to slide on and use. Doesn't fit. Powder coat on this is too thick. Powder coat on this is too thick. They formed it for when these used to be chrome and this used to be anodized, so there's no other thickness to it. And now if you push them on, I've had them where we've put them on, installed them, and not been able to move them in the glass, had to cut the whole seal out again to get these off and start the whole process again. So you got to fit everything first before you try and use it.
So now this is the string going in. You like to have the string end where?
Well, it's got to start at the top.
Are they going to overlap? No, I meant like...
Some soap on my big ear.
You've used the same piece of string for years.
This piece of rope is probably 25 years old.
Yeah. Just cause. I would call it a cord. Okay, I'm turning the camera on from back here. See if we can get this.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Okay, so what we're going to do is it's going to roll in, it's going to go up.
Up first?
Up first. So. windshield you do that.
I'm only on the edge.
No, the whole glass is fucking doing this.
Oh, okay.
So it's done. Whole thing's gonna come out.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not pushing up hard. It's not so much.
Last time, like, up.
It's not down that
up,
you're
it's
doing.
up.
It's up. Is it all we did is pull that out, which is what I suspected.
Okay, we're going to try round 2.
Just delete it. Just delete it. The previous one.
Oh no. I think it needs to be sort of realistic.
Never. Don't believe anything you see on that YouTube. Not yet.
Okay.
No, it's the problem's the dash.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. You're gonna break it back.
Oh, it's really flexing when I do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to try and hook it because the dash is too
It's
thick.
too high, yeah. Too thick.
Too thick.
Oh. Oop, just did something.
Did it just pop out?
Yeah, it just popped out. I just heard it go lift up when he left. I mean, just popped out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I lost it. Whole thing's gonna come out.
We can't hook that?
No, because the piece that I had on top of the dash,
Yeah.
I probably should have told you to hold your hand there.
Well, I let go, I heard it come sticking afterwards.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do now.
Well, you can't pull.
No, because I was relying on the piece that was stuck up on the dash here
Yeah.
to get my hook tool under it. Now it's gone.
Come to the string and see if you can work
Can't
out.
see the string.
Oh.
It's gone. It's underneath. Okay, opening out again. Slowly. So that's exactly the same point I got to last time. Stop the camera.
Deleting. Attempt number 3. We're going to flip sides.
This dash is trash.
The dash is trash.
Okay, so third attempt of in and out. A couple of problems with this car. One, whoever rebuilt the dash or recovered the dash, idiot. My clearance over on the passenger side was so tight that there wasn't enough room for the seal and the dash. So we had to kind of work that corner over there first. Working all of these corners around was a matter of getting in and reshaping the aluminum pieces. That's what it's there for. Getting this corner up. This car, I know, may not be 100% correct on the opening. I wish I had the gauge for checking windshields, but I just don't, as far as checking the opening. The amount of work involved, if you haven't done this, this is not a DIY job. It took us 2.5 hours to put the windshield seal on and in. We're trying 2 different seals. The original Porsche seal at twice the money as the OEM. Didn't fit at all. Wasn't molded correctly. That one will be going back to Porsche with a nasty gram. But it is not an easy job. If you don't use new moldings and then be able to adjust them as you go, you are just not going to get this done. So I would not recommend trying it.